Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is TheMrWiimaniac here, and I am back for, I had like a little bit of a hiccup there. And welcome back to, once again, another episode of Map Makers. But today is, if you're viewing this from my channel, you're subscribed to me, this is, I guess it's not really a video for you. This is a video for people on Planet Minecraft, because I'm decided to actually officially release my Big Brother map. Now, there are two maps that I made. There's Big Brother 1 and Big Brother 2. Big Brother 1 will be released today, and Big Brother 2 will be released tomorrow. So basically, I'm on the Big Brother 2 map, but does it really matter which one I demonstrate on? Basically, it's basically the only difference is that it looks different. That's basically that. So, without any further ado, I'm going to come in on here. So, all of those who are viewing this from the version 1 page, don't worry. It's basically the same exact thing. There is nothing to worry about whatsoever. So, before you download the map, you might want to know what exactly is Big Brother. Big Brother is a show that is basically aired every summer across the world, basically. Around the world, this game is played. I'm from America, so I'm in the America version. I know I have the basically America concept for this map. I don't know if there's any different concepts for Big Brother as for other countries. Now, how this game is played is that I would say there could be a maximum, I guess, maybe 13 people. Maybe not. Maybe more I don't know, 17. I guess you can make a lot of people join, but not a lot. I fit each of these houses with 13 beds plus the bed up here, so that's 14. So a maximum of 14 players can play. It can be a minimum of probably about 5 or so if you don't have a lot of people to play. But anyways, this is the Big Brother map, and basically how this game is played is that, like I said, 5 to 13 house guests or 14 house guests enter the house, and they compete for a certain amount of money. Now, since this is Minecraft, there is no money involved unless you guys place bets, which, I mean, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna stand here and say that you can't do that. You can if you really want to. But yeah, this you basically go into the house, and there are different kinds of competitions. When you first enter the house, you get to know each other, and it's basically a social game. The whole thing is revolving around a social game. So you're meeting each other, and in the first competition, which will take place back here, is the HOH competition. Basically what HOH stands for is head of household. The head of household has all the power in the house. Well, I mean, at least a decent portion. They get their own room, which is up here. I'm going to give a tour of the house in just a second. But yeah, they get the chance to come in here and compete, and if they win, they have the power to nominate 2 people for eviction. When they nominate, it's known as the nomination ceremony, which takes place in the dining room area, which again, I'll show you in a little bit. And I'll show you how to actually do the nomination ceremony, the veto ceremony, and all that. Speaking of veto, basically after the nomination ceremony, there is something called a power of veto, at which 6 players will compete. The head of household, the 2 nominees, and 3 randomly chosen people compete in the backyard to win a power of veto. And the power of veto, if you hold the power of veto, you have the power to take off one of the nominations from what the head of household nominated. So let's say your friend Greg, I'm just really throwing out names here. Let's say your friend Greg got nominated for eviction by the head of household. You win the power of veto. You have the power to take him off. If you are a nominee, you have the power to take yourself off. However, when a nominee goes off, another must go on. So the head of household must name a replacement nominee to go up. And then there's the eviction ceremony, which I'll explain in just a second. But without any further ado, let's give a tour of the house. Well, before I do that, just to quickly explain where these competitions take place would be here. Now, when 1.4 comes out, I am planning to supply, well, since it's a server event, most likely, you can't really play alone and all. The server ops or gods, as some of us refer to, will have the power to get those whatchamacallit, the command blocks. There you go. So the command blocks will be used to hopefully get yourself to like different locations of around this map. You can build like competition that's secluded, like none of the house can escape, and they can compete. That way you don't have to damage the backyard at all. But if you really have a small competition, it's not a big deal to destroy some of this stuff and then rebuild it later. Yeah, I really do suggest maybe building it here. But if you feel like you're strong enough to go over there and build, by all means do that. So as you guys can see here, I have a pool here. There's not really anything all too special about it, except for this fountain here. And sadly, you can't really see it all that much, mainly because there is a terrible lighting error here. That'll be fixed in 1.4. But right here is a sign, you can barely see it, and it says, "Expect the unexpected," which is the catchphrase to Big Brother. Which would happen if there's any twists. I suggest for like the first time you're playing it, don't do any twists so people get used to it, and when people are actually used to it, then you can go ahead and throw some twists in. Here's a little hot tub there, and there's also this little deck here, which you guys could chill out on and smoke. I swear there's gotta be like a few people each year that smoke on Big Brother. It's no joke whatsoever. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the backstage in just a little bit. But first let me go into the house. So welcome to the Big Brother house. Again, for people with version 1, it's going to look a little bit different just because all the blocks are different. But that's basically it, the same format. This area right here is referred to the dining room. This is where the nomination ceremony takes place. When you have a nomination ceremony, the person that is host will give you a chest. And then over here, there's going to be a whole bunch of books. Books and quills that you write and then a published book is basically your keys in the house. Your key is basically, if you have the key in the house, you're still in the game. If you get evicted, the key gets out of the house and you cannot return to the game unless, of course, there's a twist. So yeah, I'll explain all that in just a second, but the nomination ceremony goes like this. You're going to grab the books, you're going to have a chest, and you're going to place a chest right in the center here. You are going to go through all the books, and you're going to place everyone that you don't want to nominate into there, except for your own and the 2 nominees that you've chosen. At this time, you run up to your HOH room, which, as you guys can see, is like a very emeraldy room. In the version 1, it's like a diamond room with purple flooring. You come to this chest, which is currently empty, and you can place one nominee here, and then maybe you could place your own right here, or you could have your own on you, and just have it for purposes of saying that, hey, I'm safe, bitches. So there you go. So yeah, that's where the nomination ceremony takes place. The veto ceremony and the eviction take place here, the living room. I placed these cakes here just because, you know, cake is a lie and all that, as a pun for very many adventure maps, but I don't really make that pun here. But yeah, the cake is here, and just to represent like a little center decoration. I don't know. And all the house kits will sit here, and these 2 chests look different from these 2 seats look different from the rest because these 2 seats are where the nominees sit for when they do the veto choosing, the veto ceremony, and the eviction. The veto ceremony goes very similar to the nomination ceremony. You will get a chest that you'll place right here. You can choose to give the diamond, which is represented by the power of veto, and give it to someone, whoever you want to take it off, or you can just place the diamond back in the chest. At some points with the host, they'll ask you to return to the diary room and give them the diamond back, or the chest backs for both the nomination ceremony and the veto ceremony. Now let's discuss the diary room. The diary room will be where the host, or maybe backstage staff, will work in the meantime to interview you and get all the details out of you. So when you come into here, and you're most likely cold in here unless you really want to come in, the main thing that you have to note about the main thing you have to know about the diary room is that there's this light here. If this light is on, that means you are able to go in. And then you're gonna have to turn the light off, so it notes that, hey, it is taken, so please do not enter. Why did my freaking door never work? So yeah, here you go. There's the light is off. That means I can't enter because someone's in there. And if we come into here, it looks kind of messy, but I mean, on the outside, it looks pretty good. I might remove these windows ahead of time, but you're gonna see the person right there interviewing you. You guys will go into private calls or something like that, and you're gonna be sitting here, and that guy will be sitting there, and they'll discuss with you what's going on. Now they're gonna give you a button or a diamond depending on like what competitions you're in. The button will be to access the HOH room. The diamond would be if you won the power veto. And in order to give stuff back, you go through here. So it's basically the same exact thing. Now again, I'll show you guys this backstage stuff in just a little bit. But now that you're done in the diary room, you can come back up through here if I can freaking access it. There you go. Alright, now as you guys can see here, there is this very dull wall right here. This is where the memory wall is. A memory wall is basically to represent all the house guests that have gone or are still in. The way I've been formatting it lately is that there is a sign above a redstone torch. Sign above a redstone torch. And it goes basically like that. And when you have the sign here, you basically write their name here, and you have the redstone torch. Now in the future, I know you can edit maps to add pictures into them. I'm now flying. So maybe you can edit in the pictures of the person's skin and put it into like an item frame, but that's just for future, that's for like 1.4 if you want to do that. But for right now, it's just a sign and a redstone torch, and the levers can be in here. Now if you can figure out some redstone device at which you don't necessarily have to worry about anyone like pressing the levers, you can do that. But for right now, all I really is that the redstone will be on the one side and the lever will be right here. So you're gonna press it up and down, or press it up and down here. So there you go. Alright, so that's the memory wall in the diary room. Now come into here, and this is the first place that you want to stop when you first enter the house. You will have to break the sign and place it back in, and then you're gonna have to type your name so you could claim a bed. There are 13 beds in total. If you have more than 13, then there's going to be some issues for people. That is for sure. And of course, there's also a head of household room up there. Now, before I get to the next bedroom, this is, I don't know if you guys really know, this is kind of like the miscellaneous room. Like the lounge room, I guess you could call it. It always changes each season what it's actually called. I don't know what the purpose of it is, except for maybe to relax. In Big Brother 1, the map that's opposite this, it's a jungle theme room, and this one is a pyramid, and I think it's a little bit bigger than the other one. So yeah, it's a little bit more comfortable, I guess. And then here's the bathroom right here. Just kind of make a pun. There's a toilet and that. No shower, so you guys gotta have to smell the shit. Alright, so yeah, then you have a TV up there where the host will be to deliver any news about the eviction. I will explain the eviction again in just a second. But before I get to that, in between the head of household and power veto, there's also another competition, or I guess a decision, depending on how you did in the HOH or POV. It's called Have Not. And what a have not is that you can only eat rotten flesh. I'm going to show you guys that in just a second. And in this have not room here, this is where you're going to have to stay. Whenever people go and sleep, you're going to have to enter these webs and just, you know, sit here and be like, okay, what the heck am I supposed to do? So yeah, that's the basic of that. And where you get your rotten flesh here. Yeah, you see that it's have not food, and there you go. There's a whole bunch of rotten flesh in there. And also, there's a whole bunch of steak for you to eat during the whole competition, and you can also eat the cake. Now, let's explain the eviction ceremony. The final two nominees will sit here. The HOH can sit over here, and everyone else can sit around. Well, it doesn't really matter where the HOH sits, it's just in like a random place, I guess. But yeah, the nominees are just gonna sit here, and the nominees are not allowed to vote, and neither is the HOH, unless in the event of a tie, then the HOH votes. But one at a time, people will go in, and they will enter, put down the light, and they'll come in here, go in a separate call, cast their vote to evict. And basically, they'll have to say the words, I vote to evict Greg, or something. I'm using Greg a lot, I know. And access this lever again and go through here, and the next person, always having trouble with that door, next person will go in and access the vote. What else is there to show you guys? So yeah, and then gameplay basically goes like that until there's only 3 people remaining, at which there's going to be a 3-part head of household. And basically the way that works is that, well, it's basically how it sounds. The first part will be all 3 remaining house guests competing. Whoever wins that moves on to round 3. Round 2 will just contain the 2 people that lost the first round. And then whoever wins that will verse the guy that won the first round in round 3. And whoever wins that will win the final HOH, and then they get to decide who they bring to final 2. Now, by the time you get to like the final 7 or so, the final 7, or if you had like 6 players, or along those lines, you will it's max final 7. So if you have more than 7 people, then yeah, max 7 people, and they're gonna form something called a jury, at which they also vote to have people win. I made it like kind of similar to the jury, how the eviction goes. So when the final 2 happens, they can come through here and come back in, and they see all these couches, and then they can go ahead in here and vote. And the winner is decided, and there you go. And the main thing about it is that it is a strategic game of socializing. It doesn't really have that much Minecraft themed stuff, unless you're referring to the competitions itself. HOH, POV, like there could be a HOH Minecraft quiz, you know? So you never know, there can be some stuff themed. It's basically just Big Brother in Minecraft. It's a new way of playing the game of Big Brother. And again, for those of you who are watching this in the Big Brother version 1 page, and you're thinking like, what the heck is the house he's in? You will see that this is the exact same exact same house, only with different blocks. And it's basically the same exact format. But without any further ado, guys, I'm gonna end it off here. For all of those who download the map, and like posting videos on YouTube about, like, you know, the gaming and stuff, and you're able to post a Minecraft video, make sure you send me a video of you guys playing on the Big Brother map. I think it would be a crap load of fun to see you guys play. If you like my content, make sure to hit subscribe. I love doing Minecraft videos. It's my life. I always do Minecraft videos. I do some other miscellaneous Let's Plays, but Minecraft is my main one. So yeah, Minecraft, there you go. If you like my Minecraft content, make sure to subscribe. But, I mean, if you don't, then don't subscribe. Just enjoy the map. Alright guys, well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.